Welcome to Normalize Channeling. My name's Rain, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about anger, anxiety, and depression. Three emotions that a lot of us humans suffer from, right? I know I have. So let me tell you a little bit about myself first. I started my career as a registered nurse. I worked in ICU and surgical settings. Then I followed that up by getting a degree in psychology with a minor in mental health and rehabilitation. Why did I do this, you ask? Because I was suffering from depression and anxiety myself. And I was seeing how our healthcare system really failed people with regards to medications in this area. And those medications that people did take often caused worse symptoms and other things that caused more problems for them in their life. So I started a quest, kind of a journey to find a solution that would help me, an alternative solution. And I found that in quantum healing hypnosis. So today I'd like to just give you a little brief overview about questions you can ask yourself to determine whether or not your depression, anxiety could be relieved naturally and through alternative methods, and whether or not you can assess whether or not you truly need any medications. All right? So let's begin. Let's get started, shall we? These are essential questions to ask yourself before you give up. So the very first question you want to ask yourself if you begin feeling anxious or depressed is, am I properly hydrated? I know this may seem silly, but you really need to listen to this one. Dehydration can lead to cognitive impairment, mood swings, and increased feelings of anxiety and depression. Studies have shown that even mild dehydration can affect our mood and cognitive abilities, making us more susceptible to negative emotions and stress. When I was working as an RN in the ICU, they taught us the first sign of dehydration was irritability. If a patient was becoming irritable, the very first thing we would do as a nurse would be to whether or not to assess whether they're properly hydrated. Why is this? Because dehydration can affect the balance of neurotransmitters such as serotonin that regulate mood. Serotonin production can be impaired when the body lacks sufficient water, potentially leading to mood disturbances. Dehydration can elevate cortisol levels. This is the stress hormone. High cortisol levels are linked to increased stress, anxiety, and depressive symptoms. Electrolytes, such as sodium and potassium, are essential for nerve function and mood regulation. Dehydration can cause electrolyte imbalances, which can in turn lead to fatigue, confusion, and mood swings. So, the very first question you want to ask yourself is, am I properly hydrated? You really want to drink your water. The next thing you want to take a look at is, how are you fueling your body? Our Western diets over here are absolutely horrible. And you really need to pay attention to what you're putting inside your little human meat suit here. All right? So, what you want to do is really assess your diet. Are you fueling your body for energy and production? Or are you feeding your human meat suit a bunch of garbage that's slowing it down and causing unnecessary fatigue? Fueling your body with nutritious, high vibrating foods that are rich in sunlight energy provides the essential nutrients and energy needed to maintain mental health, alleviate depression and anxiety, and sustain high levels of energy. So think about what you're ingesting, because if it hasn't seen the sunlight and it was probably created in a lab, you might not want to be consuming it. Pay attention to what you put in your pie hole, and you'll feel better, I promise. So the next thing you're going to want to assess about yourself is your movement level. Have you stretched your meat suit today? Because if you haven't stretched your meat suit, chances are that's going to lead to fatigue, depression, and anxiety. They always say one of the very first things to get out of a bad mood is to go for a walk. Why is this? Because engaging in regular physical activity releases endorphins, also known as the feel-good hormones, which can help alleviate symptoms of depression and anxiety. Stretching your muscles and tendons reduces cortisol levels, rebalances the central nervous system, and helps to open energy centers. Those are your chakras within your body. So you'll definitely want to take a look at, have I moved? Have I moved my body, or am I a couch potato? Get up, stretch, and you'll feel much better. The next item on the agenda to assess about yourself is whether or not you've had proper connection to others. Human contact, or a connection with nature, is essential for emotional regulation and positive mental health. Physical touch, such as hugging, has been shown to release oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, which plays a key role in bonding and social connection, leading to feelings of fulfillment. I have another PowerPoint slide that's on the difference between needs and wants. That will help explain this connection. I highly suggest you check that out. The next thing you're going to want to take a look at is your sleep pattern. What is your sleep pattern looking like? Adequate sleep plays a vital role in regulating emotions and mood stability. Lack of sleep can disrupt neurotransmitter function, leading to increased irritability, heightened anxiety, and susceptibility to depressive symptoms. Quality sleep allows the brain and the body to recharge, repair, and process those emotions effectively. Prioritizing sufficient rest can enhance cognitive function, emotional resilience, and overall mental clarity, reducing the risk of anger outbursts, anxiety attacks, and depressive episodes. So, what is your slumber success strategy, and is it working? Here's another trivia tip for you. Did you know that not getting sleep can kill you faster than not getting food? It's true. If you go 11 days without sleep, you will die. You can go 11 days without food, but you can't go 11 days without sleep. So it's really important to look at this. So the next thing you're going to want to take a look at is, how are you dressing? What's your identity? How are you presenting yourself? Are you in your pajamas all day? Or are you getting up and getting outside and looking presentable? External reflection directly correlates to our internal connection. The act of dressing up not only enhances our outward appearance, but also focuses a deeper connection with our inner selves. Authentically expressing your unique style can uplift your mood, boost your confidence, and contribute to feelings of self-reliance and empowerment. One of the most famous Tony Robbins quotes is, "The strongest force in the human personality is the need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves." Your identity is your destiny. It drives everything in your life. Your sense of identity will define your actions and create your future. So it's important to not only accept our authentic inner selves, but to freely express that into the world. If you are freely expressing your authentic inner being, there leaves little room for anxiety and depression. So the next thing you're going to want to look at is, what are your words looking like? What are you speaking out into the universe? How are you speaking to yourself? Are you being kind? Speaking words of kindness and offering genuine compliments can create a ripple effect of positivity, not only uplifting the recipient, but also fostering a sense of connection and empathy within ourselves. Engaging in compassionate communication can help alleviate feelings of anger, reduce anxiety, and promote a more harmonious emotional state. This is simple law of attraction. If you put out more kindness energy into the world, you will receive it back, leading to feelings of connection, unity, love, and acceptance. It also helps to take the focus off of you. Depression and anxiety are selfish emotions. When we shift our focus to others, it naturally dissipates. So pay attention to the words that you're telling yourself inside your head and the words that you're expressing to others. Let's be kind. So the next thing you're going to want to ask yourself is, do I need to recharge? What's my energy level like? You know, a lot of us don't even think about this on a daily basis, except when it comes to our cell phones, right? And how good are these if we don't charge them and put them on the charger every night? If you didn't put this on the charger for a few days, what's going to happen? Is it going to be useful? Are you going to be able to use this at all? No, it's completely ineffective. And so are we if we don't recharge. Acknowledging when you have pushed yourself too far and allowing yourself the space for rest and rejuvenation is essential for preserving mental health. Investing in self-care and allowing yourself the space to recharge your internal battery nourishes your mental and emotional well-being, promoting a sense of calm, balance, and resilience. So remember, when you're plugging in your cell phone at night, you also need to think about plugging yourself back in. You can also do this with meditation. So the next thing you might want to consider is, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounded by toxic individuals who are also suffering and have unhealed traumas that they need to address? Are you surrounded by anxious, depressed people? Understanding when a person's presence or behavior is negatively impacting your mental health is key to protecting your emotional well-being. Recognizing the sign of a toxic relationship empowers you to set boundaries, prioritize self-care, and seek support to address the root causes of distress. Trade toxicity for tranquility, and you'll find yourself a lot happier. There's many people on this planet that have a very hard time asking for help. I know, because I was one of these people. I didn't get a lot of help when I was being raised, and therefore I never expected people to help me. I attracted more and more people throughout my life that just weren't very helpful. So I always was afraid to kind of reach out and ask for help. If you find yourself like this, don't be scared to ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step towards overcoming challenges. It leverages the collective strength and wisdom of others, guiding you towards solutions and support that can significantly alleviate feelings of depression and anxiety. So don't be afraid or feel weak if you need to ask for help. There's not a human being on this planet who can navigate this earth journey alone. You know, they always say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, adults need a village too, and it's okay to ask your village for help. And if everyone in your village sucks and there's no one around willing to help, then you need to go find a new village. That's what I had to do. It's scary and no fun in the beginning, stepping out into the unknown to find your new tribe. But I promise you that if you open yourself up to do this, you will find a whole new world of amazingly wonderful beings ready to uplift, guide, and support you on your journey. Our community here at Normalize Channeling would be delighted to serve as your village while you attract your new tribe to you. Do you know what Olympic athletes and every star professional football player, baseball player, and athlete have in common? They've all had a coach. Working with a mentor or coach has the transformative power to unlock your full potential, accelerate your growth, and guide you towards achieving your goals with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It's really important to get a coach if you want to level up and reach higher levels of success. If you're feeling more ready to have a quantum healing session, feel free to visit www.normalizechanneling.com. I look forward to coaching you through this.